Scotty here, back with another video. I'm out here doing some more work, and I'm going to do a few videos of what I've been doing. I think I've come to realize that how I'm going to video my shots now is I'm going to do a few videos throughout the week, update my progress, and then do one longer video once or twice a week. Then I'm not fighting trying to video every day because there's a lot going on and I'm excited, so I'm videoing every day so that we can check out the progress. So right now, let's switch the camera around and see what's going on. Alright, so the last video I'd shown the fence that I just put up, or the T-posts up, and where I'm at right now is I just spoke with our new neighbor, Ed. Really cool guy, retired guy, widowed. His wife passed away a couple years ago. Got talking to him, and we were talking about this stuff right here, and he was just gonna get rid of it. So I was like, dude, I'll clear all of this stuff out and take your cattle panels, which I happen to be using right now for my archways, and there just so happens to be a few more here. So he said I could have all of those in some of these blocks, so I'm just gonna clear this area up, and we're gonna have this tree cut down. This tree's dead. Kind of wish we did it before we put our shed in, but we were actually just talking to the tree guy. They can do this, so we're gonna have them do it. Speaking of tree guys, they just left. If you watched in the last video, you saw the big piles of debris I had out here. The guy came out here and he made quick work of it. Husband and wife team that go around and do tree clippings and they cut your trees up and chip them all up. So they made pretty quick work. They were out of here in less than 3 hours. They cut up our big pieces and left it for firewood, and then left us three piles of wood chips, which is awesome. So this is just a really good start. So I think what I'm going to do is eventually have this in one big pile and let it just kind of compost down and break down and add dirt to it and mulch. Yeah, dirt and compost to it, and just kind of start making my own soils. So I'll be putting this in a big pile, probably up here somewhere. But yeah, they cleared it all out. Super stoked about this. Now we're just going to burn up the rest of this, and then this opens it up to put all of our compost in. We're going to about ready to have 20 yards delivered. It's going to be a huge pile right here. Either here, we're not sure if they're going to have it delivered off of this road or how we're going to do it, but we're going to probably have it dropped off somewhere here and then disperse it throughout the garden. So that's Wednesday's video. Oh yeah, I wanted to show this also. One of the other things the neighbor had in this kind of pile of junk, but cool stuff for me, is he has this rebar archway, and he was going to use it to grow vines on. And there's this other one, so I'm going to rig this up and I'm going to grow vines up this, because this is pretty cool. You just got to stake these ends in, and then you can have vines grow up this thing. So pretty cool. It's Wednesday. I'll be doing a few other videos, and then we'll post the video probably on the weekend. All right, here we are. It's Thursday, and so what I've been doing is a lot of weeding. I want it all weeded so I can see what I'm working with. So back here, this was all full of weeds, and now this pile is just full is weeds. So I weeded all this back. Took a few hours, got it done. So my method is just carrying a hose around, soaking the weeds, and they pull right out. The huge ones pull right out really easy. You just gotta soak them good, and they'll pull out. So this area all through here now is pretty well about where I want it. I'm gonna fine tune it a little more as far as removing some weeds and trimming back some trees, but now I'm going to be focusing my attention on weeding this section over here. Let's go check it out. Alright, so we're down the other end of the yard. We've got this back access road, this farm road that we can access our backyard. Makes it super nice. And we come back through here. And this area is heavily weeded right now. So I've got it soaking. And these are pretty tall weeds. These are like 6 foot plus. I'll show you. Alright, so I'm getting ready to tackle this section of the yard. And it's pretty weed infested. Just get a look at these. These are pretty big. So it's going to take some labor, some heavy duty labor. And I'm awesome at that. I just throw myself on it and I go hard to get this done, this type of work, because it's pretty labor intense. And I'm on a mission, so I'm going to get this cleared out. And this is going to be where I plant a bunch of flowers and berries. So, all right, so I'm just about to drive by the old house and the old garden, and let me tell you, they've already leveled it. We're gonna be pulling up on here in just a minute, and from what I was told, what we were told by the county's there working on it, they're renting the house out, but they've totally leveled the garden already. I spent hundreds of hours in this garden. It's gone. A lot of awesome memories there, but I'm making wonderful, awesome progress on the new one. So just wanted to show that out. Crazy how 3 years of gardening in there and it's gone. Boom, just like that. Alrighty, so back to the weeding. Got this area cleared out really well. This was a lot of work. This was really dry. About 3 hours into it, maybe 4. This is my pile of weeds. And I'm just about got this all weeded enough to where I can walk through the trees. So it's getting there. Galaxy's keeping me company. Everything's all good. Alright, it's Saturday. Been hacking away at pulling these weeds on the far side of the yard. Starting to get a little bit of a trail. Still a lot of weeds. The goal is to get all this weeded, and then it's just like a little canyon. The more I weed, the more I see how much space there is here, and that's totally awesome. I got a lot of this weeded out in between the trees. Now that we have a lawn, we're gonna have a designated spot for all the grass clippings. That's gonna be over here. And then I'm just gonna, every once in a while, add dirt to the grass clippings and just kind of make a mulch compost thing. So I'm gonna keep hacking away. It's cooled off, so I'm gonna keep pulling weeds. Alright, so over at the north end of the yard, and I've been hitting these vines really hard with water every day. And they're growing in really nicely. Really liking this spot of the garden. Really liking the whole property in general, but this spot is going to be for my pathways and flowers through here. And I've just been really liking it. It's got a lot of shade. One thing we didn't have in the other house at the other property was trees. We had like one tree in the garden area. And here we have multiple trees in the garden area, having a lot of shade. which is nice. Keeps my plants happy. And I've got my passion flowers that I planted over here. They're kind of in more of a shady spot now, and this is going to be a really good spot for them. I see them coming back year after year here, and already they're just such a beautiful flower. I've got the fence up as far as I could until I ran out. This section where I'm fencing in is 175 feet long. I mentioned that before, but I came through here and just went ham getting all these bushes cut out. And this is a 6-foot fence. I realized after I put it up it might be a little higher, a little taller than I need, so I may be cutting off this section. And yeah, happy to say that I have found a tiny home for myself. And I've mentioned that I'm going to be putting one up in this area right here. I went and looked at one a couple days ago. It's really nice. It's a tiny home and it's going to fit here perfectly. So I'm going to probably get some dirt in here and do some tractor work and level this area out. But I'll be getting that here within the week. Really excited about that. It's going to be my living quarters. It's fully decked out. I'll be doing a video of it. It's pretty sweet. So I'm going to continue weeding and kind of just going through, pruning everything, getting it really dialed in, filling it out to how I want to tackle it. And I'm not going to have a greenhouse heated this year, so I've got to rethink how I'm going to do some plants. I mean, possibly I may get a greenhouse up. If I do and I get one covered, I might be able to throw my heater in. So it's like it's a 50-50 chance that I have a heated greenhouse. I really want to get one going so that I can overwinter some plants and get some seeds going, because I've had luck the last 2 years kind of overwintering plants, and then early spring they start to blossom and get ready to plant. So we'll see. Possibly a greenhouse. If I do, it's going to be in this area right here when I do have one, and then there'll be a second one here. So that's to come, but really excited about the tiny home. Alright, so I'm up at the upper area to where I've been weeding, and I've been weeding down there, coming up here. I think I'm going to start weeding up here and working my way down. There's still quite a bit to weed. Alright, so it's Sunday, and still the plan of attack is to start from the up here on the south end of the property and continue weeding all of this out. Let's take a look. Alright, so I still got a little bit of work getting all this out, but it's gonna look awesome. There'll be a pathway going right through here. This is gonna be one of the main pathways going right through here. I've got my water right over here, my hose, to soak it down to start pulling these weeds, and just gonna stay on it. Alright, starting to make some progress. It's pretty weeded. It's taking a minute. But you can see the pathway. Just gotta clear all this out. Might come in here with a weed eater. And yeah, it's looking good. Alright, so you can actually see through here now. And you can walk through here. Still some weeds to pull, but let's check it out. In time, in the future, I'll have a lot of flowers on, this will be a flower spot, just flowers growing on the sides. And up on this little slope, we'll get a drip line or some kind of watering source to keep plants watered. But this is awesome. This is a good little spot. And a huge pile of weeds. But it's really cleared up a lot, so the plan is to at least get it all cleared out so that next spring hits, I can come in here and put some water and some plants. Alright, that'll be the video. Thanks for watching. I'm going to keep hacking away at weeds, getting everything ready and in order. I'll keep posting videos. Thanks for watching.